We're actually Newcastle under Lyme today, which is near Stoke-on-Trent. We're doing a power flush for a customer. The customer's got a combination boiler, and the radiators downstairs are just not heating up at all. So we've arrived, we've hooked in to the main flow and return. This system was a bit stubborn at first, but we're starting to get a flow through the system now. Fairly clogged up. There's actually a cast iron radiator in this property as well, which just isn't getting warm at all. Okay, we'll just quickly explain what a power flush is for those of you who don't know. It's just a means of flushing through all your central heating system, through your pipes, your radiators, your boiler, just removing all the sludge and rust that's accumulated over the years, etc. We only use the best chemicals, we'll show you. We use Camco chemicals and Sentinel X100 inhibitors for our power flush. We'll just quickly show you the water, fairly brown. We've got the magnet hooked up there, just to catch all the metal and rust, etc. Over here we've got some examples of some bits of pipe work and a pump we've had to take out of some previous properties. You know, if you don't power flush your system, this is what happens in time. We've got a really badly blocked pipe here. This is a plastic pipe with steel inserts. Plastic pipe always gives us problems, but this particular one gave us a few more problems than usual. This actual rust has gone solid in here. We had to actually cut this bit of pipe out, which is fairly rare, because usually power flushing does actually shift it, but this was a really unbelievably badly blocked property. We also had a diverter valve in the same property which we needed to remove, but after we power flushed it, everything got hot again. This is a pump we had to change. The actual pump's gone solid. See that should be spinning freely, and that's just because the system has never been power flushed. It's never had any inhibitor added, etc. And you know, that's what happens to your central heating system if you don't actually get it power flushed at least once in its life. Okay, we're just going to get on with this job, and we'll come back and we'll explain a little bit more later on as we're going throughout the day. Okay, thanks. Okay, Barriers Pro Power Flushing, just back to this job in Stoke-on-Trent. We've got an old piece of copper here we've just found in the van. You can see it's all corroded and oxidised, etc. We're just going to stick that in the machine just while the power flushing is going on today. We'll just leave that dipped in the machine in the chemical that's going through the pipes, and we'll come back to it later, and that'll give you a good idea of how effective power flushing actually is. Okay, we're just going to get on with the job and we'll get back to you later. Thanks. Okay, Barriers Pro Power Flushing, just back to this job. The job's going okay. We're getting a better flow now through these radiators downstairs. So it's all going as planned. We'll quickly talk about our prices. Our price is up to 50% cheaper than British Gas. It's all certificated, pH, TDS levels taken, etc. You get a certificate of the power flush. It's done to BS standard. So if you've got a utility company contract with British Gas, HomeServe, Corgi, etc., it's all okay with them, as long as they know it's been flushed properly, which it is 100% flushed properly. We actually believe we're one of the best in the country for power flushing. We've just done too many systems and come across too many different systems and problems for us not to know what we're doing. We're actually here all day. It takes a long time. Like I said before, we use the best chemicals, but we're here all day because we want the chemicals to actually work and get into your system and get everything nice and clean. It's not a quick job, it's an all day job. Okay, but price wise we are actually up to 50% cheaper than British Gas. The reason you should have a power flush done is because, say you're having a new boiler fitted, and they're just maybe hooking up on your old system. They might just be swapping a combi for a combi, or taking your hot water cylinder out, etc. But at the end of the day, if you're having a new boiler fitted and they're hooking up, the heating engineers are hooking up onto your old system, you really do need a good power flush. A lot of heating engineers, they do not power flush. We're not talking about all heating engineers, but we know an awful lot who will just put a boiler in basically. They may run a bit of mains water through, a little bit of chemical, but in all honesty that is just not good enough. If you're actually spending, you know, a few £1000s on a new boiler, you should really have it power flushed. It doesn't make sense for you not to have it power flushed. You know, a few months down the line, if your boiler packs in, your new boiler, because it's full of rust and sludge from your old system, it will invalidate your warranty, you won't be covered, etc. And by the same token, you know, your system just may be starting to fail. You might be thinking you need a new boiler when actually you may not do. You may just need a good power flush, possibly a new pump, and you know, this can revive your system as well. We go to systems sometimes which are, you know, basically ground to a halt, and that's just because they're so full of rust and sludge, and you know, the systems just can't take it anymore. So getting it power flushed properly is a win-win situation. You know, it really is. It doesn't make sense for you to fit a new boiler and not to spend that little bit of extra money on a good power flush. You know, it's like putting putting a new engine in your car and putting the old oil back in. You just wouldn't do it. It doesn't make sense. So you know, just give me a call. Even if you've had a new boiler fitted a year or two ago or whenever, and you don't think it's been power flushed properly, give me a call. We'll come and power flush it for you. The areas we cover, we're actually based in Stockport, Manchester, but we cover like a 60-70 mile radius. We get around. We're in Chester the other day. We cover Preston, Leeds, Manchester. We're in Stoke-on-Trent today. We're in Hoylake next Friday. Just ring me up with your area. I'm sure we'll be able to come and sort you out. We'll book you in, and you'll get us on your system all day, doing the job properly. Okay? We actually film what we do because we know we do the job properly. We use the best equipment. We've got the latest power flush machine here, the Camco CF90 Quantum 2. We use thermal imaging camera. There it is there. And we've invested heavily in the equipment just so we can give you the best possible power flush. Okay, we're going to take a look at the magnet shortly because we've been here quite a while now, see what we're picking up, and we'll get back to you shortly. Okay, Barry Ayres, Pro-powerflushing. We're just going to take a look at the magnet, and we've just put it on bypass. We're going to see what we've been picking up out of the system. Oh yeah, wow. Look at that, metal, sludge and rust. You know, if you don't think you need a power flush, you know, if you look at that, you'll see the reason why you do need a power flush. And that's what power flushing is all about. It's about getting rid of all that rust and metal and sludge, iron oxide, and that's what destroys your pumps, destroys your valves, you know, clogs your pipes up, your boiler, etc. You know, you imagine that running through your diverter valve, running around your central heating system, then you turn your pipe on, your tap on, put some hot water and rust and sludge, etc. running through your diverter valve, etc. It's just going to wreck it. You know, it's just going to wreck it in time. You know, sooner rather than later. So that's what power flushing is all about. It's getting all your system nice and clean, getting rid of all that rust and sludge, and you know, just restoring your heating basically. After a power flush, you're going to be able to turn your boiler down and get more heat out of it. You're going to save on gas. You know, gas is expensive now. You're going to be able to turn your boiler down, saving your fuel and energy costs, and your boiler's going to run quieter, a lot sweeter. It just all makes sense. Okay, we've got a lot to do, so we're just going to get on with the job and we'll get back to you later. Thanks. Hi, Barry Ayres, Pro-powerflushing. Just back to this job in Newcastle under Lyme, Stoke-on-Trent. We've actually got the heater hooked up now, and that's just warming the water, so the chemical works a little bit better. We're going to take a look at this piece of copper pipe we've got in there now. There you are, if you can see the difference there, that bit there compared to there, that's just been dipped in the chemical. It's all coming up nice and clean, but more importantly, it's becoming cleaner inside as well. If you look at this end here, it's all green and oxidated, and usually that'd be, you know, clogging up with rust and sludge like you saw in the previous examples. But if you look at this piece here, it's nice and clean, you know, and that's what power flushing is all about. It's about getting all your pipes nice and clean inside, all your radiators, etc. So you know, your system gets a nice easy time. and we get that heat to the radiators. Okay, so we've still got a lot to do, so we're just going to get on with the job and we'll get back to you later. Thanks. Hi Barry, here's Pro-powerflushing. Okay, that's water nice and clear now. Take the pH, TDS readings of it. We're going to put the inhibitor in now, Sentinel X100, really good inhibitor. On this particular system we can actually trap it in the system today, so we're going to put it in there in the machine, and it'll get into all the nooks and crannies. Okay? Okay, we'll get back to you later. Okay. Hi Barry, here's Pro-powerflushing. As you can see, this radiator before the path was stone cold, even with the heating on. There was nothing getting to it at all. About 3 of these radiators downstairs just weren't heating up. So we've cleared the blockage. We're getting into triple figures now here. So the power flushing has been successful. This power flush today has been in Stoke-on-Trent, but like I say, we cover all the northwest area. Just give me a call, telephone number 07836 353 985. Okay, thanks very much. Bye.